Hello you plonkers and welcome back to another video on the Drewzy channel. Today we're doing the end of year Q&A. It's been a great year on the YouTube for me in 2020. We've gained over 2,000 subscribers, so thanks for all of those who have hopped on board, and thanks to the previous 1,000 who have been here from the start. Just thanks everyone, I appreciate it. It's been a great year, and I'm keen to see the progress grow in 2021. I asked on my Instagram @_Drewzy for questions for this Q&A. No football questions, I can't be asked with football anymore. It's bloody December. So there was a couple questions asking about, what do you think of Essendon? What do you think of Hawthorn? What do you think of Sean Darcy? Alright, that's it. So I got about 50 questions, which I wasn't really expecting. So thank you very much. If you want to be in the next Q&A, make sure you follow my Instagram @_Drewzy, and also make sure that you ask a good question, because there were some stinkers, but lots of good ones as well. But anyway, let's get into it. Blaze17 and the pair asked, what's the best video you made in 2020? I think it was my first or second video I did this year. It was prank calling Caden McDonald gone wrong. I watched this back the other day for the first time since it was released, and oh man, such a banger, so well done. Collabing with Caden and Cookson is always a good time, and to do something that hadn't really been done before in this community, it was good. And yeah, couldn't have gone better. That's probably my favorite video. So we've got a triple up here from Jordan2324. Favorite artist? I'm listening to a lot of UK alternative things at the moment. My number one at the moment is Drewzy. Drewzy is just an absolute gangster. It's like DNB, but he spits hard bars that are like good. They're not just like shitty bars like, I'm gonna clap your mum, I slept with your nan. It's all about like self-improvement and that. So it's like drum and bass, which is like one of my favorite genres, mixed with like self-improvement bars, and they're hard and it's sick. So probably Drewzy is my favorite artist at the moment. Some honorable mentions go to Ayrton. Just found him on Spotify. He's just a sick UK rapper. The Streets, been smashing the streets this year. AJ Tracy just released a new album, been smashing that. But obviously my all-time favorite is Mac Miller. Under Mac Miller, it's these boys at the moment. The second question of the double up was, what is the best UFC weight division? I'm really liking middleweight at the moment. You got Izzy up the top, Rob Whittaker, Darren Till, Jared Cannonier, Jack Hermanson just lost to that Vittori geezer. Kevin Holland is coming up as well. He had a sick fight on the weekend, so I'm liking middleweight at the moment. Lightweight's looking juicy now that Khabib's gone. It's like Connor is back and he's ready to fight again. 155 or 185, they're probably the two that I'm liking the most. And I'm very keen to see John Jones go up to heavyweight. My favorite UFC fighter. It's easy to say Connor because everyone loves Connor. He's probably the one I get most excited to watch. Too tough to say. I've liked seeing Izzy's rise because I saw him fight Anderson Silva live. I saw him fight Whittaker live. So I've seen him rise and it's been good. Actually, there we go. There's my favorite fighter, Alex Volkanovski. Seeing his rise from being ranked to being a contender to beating Aldo to winning the belt and defending it against Max Holloway, Alex Volkanovski is my favorite fighter. Cohen McNamara, my brother. Does a warm toilet seat make you happy or sad? Definitely sad. Can get a bit stinky, and when that stinks on your butt cheeks, it's not nice. Unless it's like an absolute 10. Like if you just see, I don't know, Jennifer Aniston walking out of a toilet and it's warm. It's a bit of a treat, not gonna lie. Cooper Baker asks, hey mate, love the videos. What do you think was the highlight of the year? Well, the one that just sticks up in my head is Sean winning his jiu-jitsu tournament that I recorded and made a video on. That was pretty good, seeing Sean just make people piss. Like I've never seen him compete before, and he comes home and he's always talking like a hard man. And it's like, alright, yeah, righto, you're Conor McGregor, we get it. And then you go watch him and he just snaps people's legs off. That was pretty sick. And there was a good night after that. I just took a massive plonker at my work and now it won't flush. Any advice? Just leave it, bro. It's just gonna be a stinker. Just leave it. Noah Child asked, what team are you hoping to get drafted to next year? I don't know, obviously Freo will be up the top of the list, but they're going to win the premiership next year, so, you know, they're probably going to have a later pick. Any team other than West Coast or St Kilda, I'd be happy. Ash Castle 1 asked, do you think you will ever start a podcast? Yes, I will. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I'm going to start one up with my brother once we move out, which is very soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. We're going to start a podcast. I think you guys will like it. I hope you guys will like it. There'll be plenty to learn about young Drews in that podcast. So keep your eyes locked, but I'm sure you'll hear about it when it's happening. But yes, I will be starting a podcast. Drew Velios asked, what's the best thing that happened to you this year? I think just meeting new people. At the start of the year, I literally wrote down in my goals, this is a bit cringe, Drewzy exclusive, and I wrote down find good friends in my goals for the year. And I wrote that, and I have. At the start of the year, I had like my boys, which is like my brother and the Daybreak lads. I'll drop a picture of them because they're the best blokes that you could ever meet. But now I've got like a YouTube friendship group outside of my own friendship group. So I've got Caden, Jesse, Bloody the Pair, Cookson, Backy Char, Cardi and Mitchie even. Like, I don't know, I've got a community outside of my friendship group, and then at uni as well, I've met a sick group of people there. So I think the best thing that's happened to me this year is having a sense of belonging in different areas. Yeah, it's just helped out with my brain, my cranium a lot. And yeah, no, that's probably been the best thing that's come out of this year. True Footy asked, what's a lesson you've taken out of 2020? Who is he? True Footy official. Never heard of him. What's a lesson? Oh, there's always lessons. Every day's a lesson. I think maybe that like hard work pays off. It's a cliche one, but at the start of the year, I was 50 kilos. I was a bag of bones. This time last year, I was doing the 30 days of fitness. If anyone remembers that, you're a real OG. Go watch it if you want to see me lift some terrible weights with terrible form. I think, yeah, hard work, persevering at the gym, and I've put on 14 kilos. I'll chuck some pics up, bang and bang. Bit of progress that I've made over this year, and yeah, just hard work does pay off. I've got 3,000 subscribers now, just persevering with things, and that's how you get results. Nothing happens by chance. There's no shortcut. That's probably the biggest lesson I've learned. Same as my brother, trains most nights every week, and he's winning tournaments. I'm going to the gym, putting on weight, I'm putting graft into YouTube, the channel's growing. So I think, yeah, hard work pays off, and keep at it. Discipline equals freedom. Leo Loughlin, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry to you. What are your favorite type of videos to make? Any video where I'm just being myself, that like this, like it's easy to film. Sometimes when I'm filming a video, I'm talking a lot of turd, a lot of schmuck that you could probably tell. Chatting shit, having a good time like this. Most videos with Jesse are, for the most part, a good time. And any collab's always fun. That's why I've been doing lots of collabs this year. Real UCat has asked, favorite UK YouTuber? Back in the day, I was huge on the Sidemen. They sort of got me into YouTube, KSI and all that, and that's how I found YouTube. So back in the day, it would have been them, but I've grown out of them finally. So now it would probably be True Geordie, or Jack May, or Simon Wilson. Nicholas R43 asked, how have you managed to balance uni and YouTube during this year? Poorly is the answer to that. I don't know, it was hard because obviously they're two big commitments. You got 3,000 plonkers on this side and you've got a degree on this side. It's hard to, you know, where am I going? Where am I bloody going? What happened was I half-assed uni. I was behind all semester to make sure I was getting out 1 or 2 videos a week. At the time, I thought I was doing well managing it, but by the time exams come around, I struggled. I really struggled. I've never crammed for exams so hard. It was literally night before sort of stuff, because during my study week, I've made like 4 or 5 videos. Stupid, lesson learned, don't cram, and spend more time on uni work. But, you know, I still did well. My results come back today. It was the best semester I ever had, somehow, even though I was the least prepared for it. Maybe there's a correlation between, like, not studying and, like, I don't know, doing well. Lucky I had some good mates at uni this year, and we all helped each other through it, and it was sweet. Dane Carter asked, when are you getting a new beanie? I've got one, thank you. So here's the OG. This one has been worn a good few thousand times, and I love it. Corrupt FM, iconic. It's in my profile picture for YouTube. I'm never going to get rid of this. Chuck your K's up. If you know, you know. I've now got a new beanie, and it's a Daybreak beanie, my brother's band. It's a snug fit as well. I'm going to keep it on for the rest of this video. Sam Taylor 19 asked, what's your sub goal for next year? Well, if we tripled this year, surely we can triple next year. I'm going to be ambitious. Let's go 10k. That is very ambitious. That's the ambitious goal. But realistically, anything over like 6k, 7k, I'd be pretty stoked with. But we're gonna reach for 10k. Let's try to triple this channel. Xavier Brownie with a hard-hitting question here. What's your biggest ever mistake you ever made and wish you didn't? Well, you know, mistakes make you who you are. So that's the main thing you can take out of them. Fill people's cups who fill yours. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with people who like to spend time with you, and that will give you their time, and you don't have to force it. I've wasted a lot of time with people whose time I value, and I thought they valued mine, and then they won't give back. Spend time with people who give you their time. That's probably, yeah, not the biggest mistake. It's a lesson that I've had to learn. I'm a young lad, I'm still learning. That's probably a mistake that I've made, spending too much time on people that I shouldn't have. And that will wrap up the Q&A. Again, thank you. 2020 has been the best year of my life. so I appreciate that. 10k by the end of next year, surely. Thanks for all the support this year. It's been awesome. Every time I go out for a night out, I'm meeting a plonker, and I've met a few of yous at the footy as well, so you know, it's always good to see yous in person. I'm looking into a camera right now, but there's someone behind it, so you know, shout out to all the plonkers watching. Have a good Christmas, stay safe over the new year. 2021, bring it on. Let's fucking smash it, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, you plonkers.